up. 3 behind you here. Still out there. Outside, Bailey. Outside.
Whoa, Kozlowski. Well, look more. That's Matt Kenseth.
And now, your host for NASCAR 2, Evan Jones.
What is going on, you guys? NASCAR EJ coming to you once again from the NASCAR Tube. And I hope you liked our little intro a while ago. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up on the video. We're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the Quaker State 400 at Kentucky Motor Speedway this past weekend. And once again, Kyle Busch gets the job done. And wow, that's amazing. Two of the tracks that I would have thought, I know Kyle Busch is strong at Kentucky. We do know that. I mean, we really can't really play out who's good there because we've only been racing there since 2011, so it's a new track on the schedule. So we really still don't know who all is really good and who all's not good there. But Kyle Busch does get it done. And the two tracks that I would thought he would have trouble at, Sonoma and Kentucky. Sonoma for the right turns, you got a clutch brake. You're moving your feet a lot with the injured limbs, and plus Kentucky and how bumpy it is, I would have never thought that Kyle Busch would have actually won at Kentucky or Sonoma, and he won it both. So I'm surprised. I think a lot of other people are surprised. It's just amazing to me how well that went. And what about that racing action we saw Saturday night between him and Joey Logano at the end? This new rules package works. Hey NASCAR, I hope you're listening. This new rules package works. We saw less downforce, better racing, better passing. It's almost like old school racing where you get up behind the person, get them a little loose, and run them up the track. So pretty crazy. Up here in the top left corner, you can see the highlights right up here. If you click the Quaker State 400 logo at Kentucky, you can click that and see the highlights. You can check that out right now if you want to. Video automatically pauses and puts it in a new tab in your browser. So Joey Logano, and I'm saying that Gibbs drivers and Penske cars have this track known very well. Kyle, let's look at the Penske drivers. Joey Logano and Brett Keselowski both finished 2nd and 6th. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have the results on the other screen. I have two screens here. I got the results on this screen. Joey Logano finished 2nd in that hard-fought battle for the win with about 25 to go. And Kyle Busch just had the better car and just had the better line, knew how to get around that track. Well, I was impressed with him. Brett Keselowski, 6th place, led early. Good race for him. It's just amazing, and they both improved their positions in the points as well. So, it's great for those guys. It's great for Team Penske, period, only being a 2-car team. Let's look at Joe Gibbs Racing. They finished 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Kyle Busch finished 1st, of course. Denny Hamlin was 3rd. Carl Edwards was 4th in his little Minions car. You notice that's who I picked to win. If you were watching on Twitter, picked him because he just had Minions on his car. We were actually going to go see the Minions movie. Me and my girlfriend were, but ended up seeing that new Max movie about the dog, and I seriously recommend that movie. Good, clean-cut movie. Loved it. It was. I ain't gonna spoil anything, but it was a really good movie. So go see that if you hadn't go seen it. A little off subject there, but Matt Kenseth finished 5th. And Matt Kenseth won there last year, and 2 years ago. Sorry. And we know Brad Keselowski won there last year, and we see the same guys finish up front in this race that have won there, and those guys. I don't know if Chevrolet's just not performing there or what. But Jeff Gordon actually finished 7th at his last race at Kentucky. That will be the only track he has never won at. And that's sad, but It just happens that way when you get with the new tracks and all. But it was funny because let me read you the manufacturers listing off in the top 10. Toyota, Ford, Toyota, 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 Ford, Chevy, 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 Chevy. To the 20th, it's from 11th, Ricky Stenhouse is Ford, 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 Chevy, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Toyota, Chevy. Ryan Newman finished out the top 20. That, to me, I'm seeing a lot of Chevy. Then you go towards the back of the pack, and there's more Chevys. There's more Chevrolets at the back of the pack. And, I mean, considering that the top 6 was all Toyotas and Fords. I don't know what the Hendrick and RCR teams did not get this rule package exactly right. But I'm telling you, JGR and Penske hit it on the nail. And that is something there that they can hold up high. Look into the future for Kyle Busch. We're looking at racetracks like Bristol. He makes it close to the chase now. And he's got to make that top 30 barrier. That 14th average place finish requirement is actually bumped up to 17th, so that makes it a little bit easier for him. But the fact that I don't think it's really if he's going to make the chase or if he's going to make that 30th place points spot. I don't think it's if he's going to make the chase. It's when he's going to make the chase, because I'm looking at tracks up ahead. Next week, we go to New Hampshire. We go back to Pocono, which ain't that much to say for him. But we've got Bristol, we got Indy, and Bristol. And I'm going to say Bristol because we all know how well Kyle Busch is at Bristol. And that's where his week is to shine. We also go to Darlington. We go to Darlington and Richmond. So, in Michigan, which we know he's good at those big long tracks, and I'm thinking Darlington here because, you look at it this way. Kentucky's a bumpy track. Darlington is too, and it's the track that I wouldn't think that he would actually. That would be more of a physical demanding track would be Darlington. And this guy is showing up everything. And if he wins another race, he'll definitely be in the top 30 in points. I think he's 34th right now, I believe. No, he's 48th. Sorry, 48th. But he gained 2 spots in the points. And that's well said. But, no, wait, sorry. That's how many points he earned. Hang on. He gained 2 spots in the points. Yeah, he's 34th. Okay, he's 34th in points. I'm sorry, I read how many points he got. I was going to say 48 just doesn't sound too right. But it's just one of those deals to where, Kyle Busch is actually showing, I may have been injured, but I'm still one of the best race car drivers out in the NASCAR field. And I don't care how bad you hate Kyle Busch. I know there's a lot of people that hate Kyle Busch. He even did his signature bow that he always does. You got to respect the guy for what he can do. He's a father. I think his attitude's changing a little bit than what he was. To me, hey, the guy's good. The guy's a good race car driver, and that's all that matters. But let's go and let's talk about Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Danica Patrick and their spiel that they have. I picked Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s side on this, by all means. And I know I've done a little hate on Danica Patrick in the past, but Danica Patrick needs to keep her cool. And I will keep on with this if she keeps doing it, because she constantly is always whining about something. And I don't want to rag a driver about anything, but the fact that Dale Earnhardt Jr. was losing his brakes, and he ended up, if you noticed at the beginning of the race, he actually went over the radio with Greg Ives and says, I didn't switch my switches on in the bottom corner that turns on all the electronics and blowers and stuff. And his blowers on his brakes did not work. And they were getting hot. Also, you look at it, and all the Chevy teams were not running a very big brake package, and they're running a little higher speed into the corner now, because they have to brake a little more because the cars don't hold into the corner anymore. With less downforce, they're going to slide everywhere, so they got to brake a little more going into that corner with less downforce. So that I can understand. Dale Earnhardt Jr. did not have a good finish. He finished towards the back, but salvaged what he could out of it. It's just one of those weeks for him and the team over there at 88 and Hendrick. But Danica Patrick just lost her cool, and even the spotter says he lost his brakes, and she even retaliated after that. It just shows immaturity to me, and I just don't understand why she is being such annoying. And I mean, to other drivers, that's annoying. It's really not aggravating as much as it is annoying. It's like, oh, here she goes again, fussing about something else. Why is she doing that? And I don't understand why. But either way, I picked Earnhardt Jr.'s side on that, and Danica Patrick really needs to start worrying about racing instead of retaliating on the track. She's not going to get a win if she keeps... I know nice guys finish last, okay? I know that saying. I don't believe in that. I mean, look at Carl Edwards. He's the nicest guy on the track, I think, and I think he's an excellent race car driver. But Danica Patrick, and like I said, this channel is an opinion channel. I'm going to express my opinion, and that's my opinion. You're welcome to comment below in anything you want to fuss at me about or whatever. But that's my opinion, and I'm holding to it. Let's look at this next week at New Hampshire Loudon. It is the 5-hour energy race. Who I'm liking for this race? I'm really liking Greg Biffle. I'm really liking the Fords for this race, and I know Greg Biffle hadn't won a race in a while, but I think this week, I don't know, to me it seems like the Fords are doing well at those tracks. And Roush Fenway is going to break their winning streak this week, and that's my opinion. I'm trying to get this filter right, but that's my opinion. I think Roush Fenway is actually going to make a break this week, and I think it will work. I think it will help that team come back up. They haven't won a race since Carl Edwards did back in Sonoma last year, so it's been over a year since they've won a race. But I think it's time they get back to victory lane. But that's who I like for Loudon. I think this new rules package is great. A lot of the drivers like it. You heard in the post-race interviews, a lot of the drivers like this rule package. They like it's more exciting. It's you ain't got to fight for. You ain't just got to block anymore. I mean, you've got to fight for that position, and it brings better racing action. If they put that package on at somewhere like Texas or Charlotte, it will be a killer at Charlotte, killer race at Charlotte, but it will be even a better race at Texas, because Texas is getting to be one of those tracks that are really boring. And I think they're looking at putting it on Michigan and possibly Darlington. But Michigan will be a good track to put that on as well, in my opinion. So, anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to have for you today. If I missed anything, comment below. Try to hit it next week. Like the video, share the video, favorite the video. Do it all you need to do there. Also, subscribe to my channel if you like this. I'm always going to be putting more stuff up. I hope you liked the new intro. I actually worked on that this week. I actually been working on it the past few weeks. But the intro, I think, is very well. If you're wondering who that voice is, the announcer, that is my father, Randall Jones. So give him a little credit to that. Thank you to my father for doing the little announcer's voice. I think he's got a good announcer's voice, and ever since I got the new microphone, he did it off this one right here, and it sounds so much better than what the old one did. And just go watch the old one compared to the new one; it's amazing. So anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to have for you today. And as always, y'all have a nice day.